Well, it took me long enough to rap on this strong enough. Hey, this shit just gon' give up. Cliche just gon' live up to everything that sucks to you and us never
live, baby.
Clever enough to give up.
It's been a long week.
I don't know what's in bed, but I'm the breakfast ahead.
If you're here right now, invite your friends. Whose man's is this podcast? We finna go in. Yeah, boy.
Yo, I see Ray in the building, Chrissy in the building.
I said we finna go in the damn.
Hashtag FG in the chat for me. Hashtag FG, dog.
Why FG this week?
Why not?
Oh, FG.
Why not? Yo,
I'ma just say real quick, man. It's been a long week. If life ain't your friend, you don't understand what I mean. But it's been a long week. Oh, what shirt Bridge got on today? Hold on. You know what it is.
you're killing me, Smalls.
You killing me, Smalls?
Yo, if you here, share it. You already know the deal with it. Nah, man, we got the Facebook question. We live, we vibing right now.
Okay, yeah, no rapey stuff. Yeah, no rapey stuff today. So if y'all here, y'all know how we start the show off, man. We got a Facebook question for y'all. This is gonna be the chat question of the day. As you come in, you answer the question. You know what I'm saying? You hashtag Facebook question, however you want to do it. But the question is, because you know, if we got kids or if you have kids, they just got out of school for the summertime.
Yeah, and, we live, baby.
As far as me, my daughter for some reason think it's mandatory to go on a trip. She like, Dad, where we going this week? Hey, where we going next week? And where we going the weekend? And I'm like, you don't go on a trip every week. Like, when did that become mandatory? When I was a kid, we used to sit in the house and eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. And we went on like one trip at the end of the summer. So I'd like to know, when you were a kid, right?
Yeah.
Was vacation mandatory?
Absolutely. My mommy took me somewhere every summer, yo.
Every summer? One time for the whole summer?
Yeah, but it was like for a couple of weeks.
It was for like a couple of weeks, though.
Yeah.
So so one trip is mandatory? At least one trip?
One trip.
At least one trip for the summer, okay. Because I'm down with the one trip, but not the every weekend, you know what I'm saying? She be wanting to go every weekend. I'm like, you can't go every weekend. Just wait.
Ray said send out the chat. Val in the building, Sade in the building, Twigs in the building.
Send outside?
Yeah, let her go play in that heat. Her trip gonna be to the hospital.
So I like to know who else was like me and just sat in the house and eat peanut butter jelly sandwiches for a whole summer. Or who had to scrape together a bunch of quarters to order that pizza. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember that?
Nah. Yeah, I remember. Yo, I got my sister in the chat. Val, what's up? I remember one year we went to Disney World, and the whole time my daddy was smoking a cigarette in front of no smoking sign, real live Jeep. Took me on the teacup, smoking a cigarette, and spinning that shit fast as hell. So I this nigga wiped my face and said,
"Hold up, on a teacup like this?"
He had it on his lip. So he's spinning that motherfucker, spinning like this. And I was like, "Oh, daddy, no!"
They ain't the same no more, man. Now I tell you this though, every summer we did have, like you said, that one trip. You know what I'm saying? We used to go to vacation Bible school. And hey, don't laugh, man. Hey, look here. If that was your trip, that was your trip. You had to go through a week of vacation Bible school. You get the trip at the end of the week. But we used to actually go like to Carowinds, Six Flags, like you said, Disney World. Just go to King's Dominion. You know what I'm saying? Busch Gardens, all that good stuff. But that was only if you went through a whole week of vacation Bible school.
Yo, Cash, let everybody know you here, baby boy. Tiger Dave in the building.
What you know about VBS, man? Vacation Bible School.
None of that. I don't know nothing about it.
You know nothing about that? Man, that was like the best life as a kid, man. And then it started getting a little bit cheaper, so they started taking us to like the James Alley comic box. Hey, whose man's is this?
Yeah. Yo, you know the Facebook chat question of the week right now is: did you go on trips
As a kid?
as a kid?
Did you go on kids as a kid?
Did you go on trips as a kid? You didn't hear that part?
Hey, shout out life. Let's go. So if you in here, man, share it, like it.
Yo, if you with us, share it. If you with the movement, share it, guys.
Hey, we got cash.
In the box.
Cash in the box. I can hear him. I'm gonna need to get cash a little volume.
When the music's down, you get a lot of volume.
All right.
Relax.
Just relax.
Looking good.
So I'm going to the chat real quick. I'm going to the chat. All right.
All right.
So,
all right.
Desiree said, send her outside. We took one trip a week. Oh, I'm sorry. We took one trip. Calvin Wave. How you doing, Calvin? He's waving.
What's up, Calvin? In the building.
Tiger Day said, every summer I got to come down to this beautiful city called Charleston. I hate my childhood vacations. I did go to Disney World one year, but I had to raise money for the shit myself. So I guess if you got to raise money for it yourself, is that really your vacation? When you was
Your
a kid?
parents were cheap and brilliant all at the same
Right.
time.
How did you raise money for that trip? I want to know.
It ain't tricking if you got it.
Right. What did you have to do as a kid to get money? Because I know lemonade stands wasn't selling that much to go to no dog.
Sell crack.
Right. What did he have to sell? What were you selling, man, to go to Disney World?
It
Tiffany
was
said,
broken mean. Come on, man. Don't do your peoples like that.
Tiffany said, family vacation with the Hilton Head every summer. That was only a 2-week thing, though.
Okay.
I want to see what Tiger said.
Jamal said he used to go to summer camp. All right.
That was it? Just summer camp?
Rich people went to summer camp.
Yo.
Rich people went to summer camp.
Yeah, man.
She could get menacing, falling.
Shit was whack.
All right. Yo, it's whose man's is this, baby? Guess what? We got some theme music. Oh! Produced by Cash.
Whose fans is this?
Whose man's is this?
Oh, wife.
Listen, cut that shit, son. And we back. Like your man's side chick with the DNA results, son.
Ooh.
Pull up game strong. Like, cut the check, bitch. Cut the check.
Not with the Maury results, man.
Yo, it's the troll you love to hate / the fat nigga your baby mama used to date. And by date, I mean I swam in her vagina. It's life.
Wow. And that's how we starting the show off. I
got the coolest kid in the slow class, or was it the slowest kid at the cool table? Frigidar, the repairman. Repairman, man.
Frigidaire. We on the mic.
We got the guy in this box this time because we fancy. Cash. He's not here though. He's here, but he's not here.
I thought he was just there.
Oh, there you go. He hit us with the BRB. Yo, we are back. This is Whose Man's Is This? Episode 1, Season 1. You had the preseason, son. It's still F the NFL, but we had the preseason, and we back.
Right.
You missed it, Cash. I said we back like your man's side chick with the DNA results, and you are the father, Cash. What are you going to do, son?
I'm gonna take care of that kid, man. I'm gonna take care of that.
You gonna take care of the kid, okay?
He will not get Draconese. I like it.
All right, Young Adonis. We got the topic. We coming in hot. Topic number 1.
Okay.
This is a Facebook topic. Mike Gibbs, if you in the building, I see you. This is something you asked for, so we giving it directly to you. Soon as you form that little baby in that egg, And if that ain't your wife or your girl and you ain't on the same page, it's an instant debate. Who has the rights to say whether that baby live or die, swim or not swim, where he eats, where he lives, his religion, mama versus daddy, men versus women rights?
All that.
Wagwan Cash, you up to the box first. Hit me up.
Your job to stop the kid from being born. You don't want to have a kid. You up to the box first. Hit me up. So if you don't have, you know what I'm saying, a condom, or you don't have an idea that you want to have sex with this girl, you just need to peace out. Like, at the end of the day, for me, I'm not gonna smash nobody raw if I want to have a kid with you. That's just not how I roll. If I want to have a kid with you, then I know the risk that I'm gonna take. But after that kid comes out of you and goes into her body, it's her decision. Ain't nothing you can do about that. Your decision was when it was inside of you. Her decision is when it's inside of her. Period.
Nice.
I like it. And honestly, when we're talking about this, I mean, first of all, you know what I'm saying? It's absolutely the woman's choice whether that baby lives or dies. I prefer live no matter what. But it's the woman's choice to me personally, and because it's her body. You're not laying on that table giving birth, and you're not laying on that table drinking a gallon of bleach. However they perform abortions, I don't know.
Whoa, a gallon?
Hey, I'm just being me. Okay.
I hear you, man.
All right.
I don't know what a gallon of bleach though.
But yeah, she has to go through that. So who is it? And my mother used to always tell me, did you had sex with her? Do you purposely have sex with her? Then there is no accident. You didn't accidentally have a child. You take that risk. You're a grown up. Man up. You know what I'm saying? Jameer. You got, Fridge.
See, man, I don't know what's wrong with William today, y'all.
Ooh.
This man been calling me Jameer all week, and that's why we're taking shots at life.
It's kink shots at life.
But look here, man. I agree with y'all too. Of course, at the end of the day, you cannot. I don't think that a man has that say so in that particular situation. But I would like to know, when you are a man, and let's say you do want to keep it, and she says no, like how does that feel on the inside? You know what I'm saying? Like, how does that make you feel as a man when she says that she doesn't want it, but you do want it? Like, and you have no say so whatsoever. And I think that pretty much is the pain point, I guess you can call it. Because, like, how do you even continue on with life after that? Like, for a fact you wanted a kid, but she don't want the kid,
Try not to be such a lame, I guess.
I ain't never been through that situation before, but I think that would be that's pretty heartbreaking, isn't it? If the girl says, you know what, I don't want you or the baby type thing. And you like, nah, but we can really make this work.
Sizzle in the building. I just feel like, it's, put it like this.
Right.
It's her body though. At the end of the day, yeah, you're gonna have to eat that L. But why would you want a baby from a woman that don't want a baby from you? Do you know the headache that you're setting yourself up with?
Yeah, I can understand that.
I'm just saying. What about and also? So we're gonna move this back. We're gonna move it on cash. Child support. Yeah. Should you have a say in what that baby mother spends that money in? Shoot me. Let's go.
No.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that you really shouldn't have a say so in what she spends her money on, because this goes back to you got to make better decisions. And to Fred's point, it definitely does hurt or make you feel some type of way if you want to have a baby with a woman and then she ends up saying that she don't want to have a baby with you. But flip that in reverse. What if she don't want to have a baby with you and you just don't want to put a condom on you, drag one off of her? Like, that still hurts because now you done made her a murderer, made her have to be a murderer just
right.
So don't have a baby. And then for the child support thing, I feel the same way. If you do your work and you do your due diligence and you get to know somebody before you have a child, even if the relationship don't last, I shouldn't have to question what you do with the finances. Because if I wanted to have a baby with you, that's one of the things, that's one of the first topics, just not even having children, just to have a relationship with somebody. I got to make sure I got to know where your head at financially. I got to make sure you're not just blowing money doing, you know, stupid shit. So when it comes to taking care of my child, I shouldn't have to question whether or not you're doing right by the child or making mindful and sober-minded decisions when it comes to how you spend the money. But at the end of the day, if you wanted to be able to say where that money's going, then you should have made the right decision with the right person, where you wouldn't even have to ask that question. Because in a relationship, when you ask your wife where the money's going, no, you just make sure the money's available.
It's got to roll with the punches sometimes.
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, it's her money. It's her money. Like, so who's to say she ain't spend all her money on bills and toys for your kids, and she do need that weed, son. I mean, it all goes to the same place. Now, if your kids, if your kids is butt naked and starving, and she go buy that $300 worth of some bald head Chinese lady in Malaysia, and your kids is wearing kangaroo shoes with Velcro straps, then we have a problem.
Right.
Now I will say this though, even though I don't feel you should have a say-so in where the money goes, I do feel that there needs to be accountability around how the money is spent, because child support isn't for paying your bills. Child support is for supporting the child. You're going to have those bills with or without the child. So I feel like from that standpoint, if I can't use the child support to pay my bills, then you can't use child support to pay your bills. But with that being said, I still can't say where it goes. I just gotta trust that you do the right thing.
That's true. That's very true. Oh, our sign just fell. That's what's up. Sometimes you do it big and you do it too big, seems like. That is where, it is what it is. But yeah, like we were saying, it is definitely it is some kind of accountability. Like I said, it's some kind of accountability if if they're not spending it and helping out with your kid. And like I said, if they take some kind of bill money and spend it on your kid, and they need to replace it with when your child support checks come, I will allow it. I'll keep it like that. You know what I'm saying? It's not anything that I'm gonna have a problem with, as long as the kids is good. Let's go see what the chat say. Tiger Dave says, these hoes ain't loyal, just like my sign. Shots at Tiger Dave. Okay. All right. Dave.
So that's on Tiger today?
Oh, you heard that, nigga? You missed it. Hold on. What more time for it? He got shots fired. I'm just playing with it. Marlene says, what y'all talking about? I'm on the treadmill and it keep buffering.
What up, Marlene?
Ricky said the bills help take care of the kids. Totally agree. Evie in here saying, so when you see your kids are healthy, happy, well-dressed, involved activities, going to vacate, etc., that's the accountability. I absolutely agree. We're on the same side. Mike says, why is it a problem for a man to have rights? Is that really such a bad thing?
Nah, not a bad thing, Mike, but it's just awkward with, just the time. I mean, I can't even see the times. It's just that men have so much of a say-so in everything that goes on in the world. I think that's like really the one thing that a woman has a say-so on, and I feel like a man really doesn't have a say-so in that. I mean, is it wrong that they don't have a say-so? I kind of feel that way, but at the same time, man, hey, you just gotta accept that one, man. Yeah.
It's like you get your rights when that child leaves her body. Then we start talking about rights. Make sure you're there, sign the birth certificate.
Right.
Be responsible. If you need to, get yourself some legal representation, and then go about your rights. But when that child is in her body, it's her body.
Right. And if you got to get up at 3 a.m. to go get ice cream and pickles, that's what you got to do.
Yeah.
You ever did that trip?
Flavored ice cream now. You don't have to separate it.
Hold up, they got pickle flavored ice cream?
Hell yeah.
Who made that?
They got pickle flavored slushies.
Ew.
Yo, listen, if you're just joining us and you messing with the movement, like it, share it. We're talking about.
Yo, I say this though.
Go ahead, hit
ice cream.
Because there's a common misconception. Man, turn that fucking water off. There's a common misconception in what's going on when you have a child. So the moment that a child is born, you have equal rights. Even if you're on child support, like a lot of men feel like because they're on child support that they have already relinquished their rights. That's not the case. You still have rights. All child support is saying who is the child staying with, so we can make sure that the money is going towards that location. But that's it. That's all child support does. It does not give the mother custody of the child. That's just saying, hey, the child is going to be here, so we need the money to be here as well. And since you're not here, you have to send your money here. That's all child support does. It does not give the mother custody of your child or full custody. A lot of men just think that, and so they start operating in that sense, and they become basically like a mental slave to society and thinking that this is the case, and that's not the case. Like, I've been through a custody case before, so and I know my rights explicitly. So when it comes to that, you know, you just got to make sure that you're not, when you say your rights, make sure we're talking about the right thing. You do have the right to choose who you put your penis inside of. That's your right. Then after that, after you let that skeet off, then it's her right to choose whether or not she keeps the baby. But after the baby is born, now you both are on the same level and on the same page. You both have equal rights in the matter of the upbringing of the child and everything like that. And if anybody told you otherwise, they're a liar and they're perpetuating the stereotype and myth that men don't have rights. Because you do.
You do got rights. You just gotta care enough to make sure that they're being exercised and respected. Bottom line, that's all you gotta do is care enough to go out there and make sure you get them. All right?
All right.
So let's go ahead. Jameer, last words on the subject. Men rights versus women rights. What we got in the child? What you got for me?
Man, I mean, I feel like if you're treating her the right way, she might give you the right to, you know, make some decisions. So, I mean, you know, maybe you need to go back and just sit down and have a discussion with her to see what's really going on. That's about it.
Okay.
That's about it.
Cash, what you got for us?
My final words is this. You make the right decision in the beginning, and you don't have to worry about the blowback. Always have a contingency plan, though.
Always. All right. The way I feel is about the whole situation is just be adults, man. It should be if you really love your kids, there should be nothing y'all can't talk out and work out and make it through for your kids, man. Just to be honest with you. Just being honest with you. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said,
what we gonna do?
With that being said,
what we gonna do?
No dating now.
Card gets thrown. I'm playing with my new toys. Get it out of here, man. Son. You don't understand.
Y'all don't understand,
Started
man.
from the bottom, now we here.
Y'all understand? Only a real friend to call you at like 5 o'clock in the morning and be like, I got new sounds for the show.
Yeah.
He got new sounds.
We're about to listen to something that I want y'all to. Our show. Make sure you like it and share. We're going to the next topic, baby.
Next top.
Next.
Niggas fall double back in rotation. Head on the swivel rotation.
Go friend.
Stop.
Nah,
Nah, we done.
Listen. Topic 2. Cut the music, son. Cut the music. All right, chat. I still see y'all going in. Dead noise, man.
Oh, they going in over here.
You seen the car get gone. All right.
That's all right. Hey, if y'all want to continue that conversation, go ahead. We still see y'all in there arguing. Mike, you got them heated in here, man. They're like, no, Mike.
Yo, Mike, like real live going through it, son. Do you gotta be on the way and you don't want to say what's happening?
I don't know, Mike, man. What's going on?
Go get her some flowers, man. Rub her feet, man.
Mike going through
I love you, Mike, man.
You know
my dude,
day.
man. But, man, make peace with that woman, man. Yo, he mean it. Yo, Facebook topic of the week, sir. You asked for it, we gonna bring it to you.
We gonna bring it directly to you, live and direct.
I don't think he was ready for that, though.
Nah.
Topic number 2.
Cash. Hold up. Cash went.
Cash, where you went at, son? Production, get cash back. And while you get cash back, that's what I get to do.
Next topic.
Play some music.
Oh, man, let's do it here. You just gonna fill it? You can't? All right, let's do it. Play some music. Put a chord. If you hear, like, share, invite your friends. Whose fans is this?
All right, we back. We back just like that, son. They should have never gave these niggas money. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you, son. There you go. Turn that way so they can see you.
You back on the stand?
You right there.
All right, let's go. He back. Let's go.
Cash, we on topic number 2.
All right.
Last week, man, we seen XXXTENTACION get gunned down in broad daylight. I did not see one person dial 911 or attempt CPR. Everybody seemed like they snapped it, Instagram, took pictures of it,
Right.
and watched this young man bleed to death.
Some dude checked his pulse.
Regardless on how you feel, that's an atrocity. Young Mexican kids was getting stripped from their mothers, similar to how slave babies was getting stripped from their mothers and put in aluminum foil blankets. And white media, and I hate to be like this, but they told us that they were actors and to not believe it.
They did.
Are we desensitized? 2018. Are we desensitized? Are we demoralized? Are we too cold, America?
Right.
Fridge.
Man.
Good topic, baby boy.
I say this. It's weird to sit down and watch TV nowadays because they try to tell us that what we've seen is not what we've seen. They told us that they had them in, it was fences. They was like, no, it's just fences. Like, that's a cage, bro. It had a top, had 4 sides. They was in there in cages, man. Like, what are you doing, man? They kids. You know, not to mention that the internet went crazy over a man getting shot in the car. And it didn't seem like too many people really cared, you know. At the end of the day, I don't really know about his past. Well, I know his past now, but I didn't know about his past when it happened. But when the kid died, man, it's still sad, man. You know, we got little brothers, cousins, family members that, you know, are that age and are out there doing dumb things just like that. So I'm not going to turn my head just because I see a dude that does that got killed because of his past and, you know, wherever he had it going on, that it seemed like he was turning his life around a little bit too. But at the end of the day, man, yeah, it's just weird to just look at TV and just see it all and just be like, so nobody really cares, like, what's going on? Like, are you serious? It's weird, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, concentration camps, like Eugene just said.
Yeah, man, it's a lot going on, and we do not care. And not we meaning singling out you. Not
I care.
Us,
I care.
Not we meaning them. We as a whole and the total, it's like it's nothing. And I know people are saying, yeah, he's a piece of shit. He beat his girl's eyes shut. These people are illegal Mexicans and all of this. I just choose love, man, not hate. Bottom line, let the world deal with it, right? And if this is how the world chose to deal with whatever they did, then so be it. I'll lay there and say that, but I won't curse this man while he's dead, and I won't condone these kids being treated like that. We got a platform, and I'm gonna speak out against it, right?
Right.
And if you feel like something's wrong, you need to speak up about it too. Cash, you on deck, son? What's up?
Man, I feel like, you know, remember when Soulja Boy was making music, we had like ringtone raps, right?
Yeah.
So now it's getting like more of a hashtag era. And I feel like so many people are caught up in hashtags or headlines that they miss the reality behind the shit that's going on. Like, somebody that saw XXX dead thought that it was a good idea and thought it was clickbait to say that he has no posts because he has a song and an album featuring no posts on it. Instead of saying this man is dead, instead of grieving this person, instead of acknowledging that this person's life is ended and he has no more upward possibility, his story is over. And the same thing with the kids in Mexico or on the border. And it was like people got so caught up in the headlines, they actually thought that 45 was doing a good thing when he said we're not going to separate parents anymore. But if you read the article, he just gonna put them in jail with their kids. Like, what kind of shit is that? Like, that's not fixing the problem. That's making it worse. You're dehumanizing people, and then we're so desensitized and attached to headlines and hashtags that we don't read the story behind, and then we just get caught up in, bullshit. For real, I feel like it's all just bullshit, and I hate to like blanket something and call it bullshit, but I feel like that's the only way that I can correctly describe it, because it really is bullshit, and it's fucked up because it's not getting better. It's actually progressively getting worse.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm bringing kids into this world knowing this. So that's a concern. That's weight on my shoulders that I have to bear to make sure that the children that come from my bloodline don't perpetuate this shit. I gotta stop using that word.
Yeah.
Nah, you good.
Yeah.
But make sure my future kids and descendants don't add to the bullshit. And make sure they know how to deal with the bullshit. So they got, 2 things on their plate already before they even born.
Yeah, it's like this nigga's grabbing a plate. Okay. Lit. Yeah, it's like try not to be a piece of shit, basically. Honestly. Be a human. I teach my kids be a human being. I got 5 F words, so I'm gonna use one right now. Be a fucking human being, please. Production says 4. Yeah, I got 4 because I just used 1. Now I have 3. I feel like y'all trying to stifle my greatness, and I wonder why.
Your creativity, man.
Yeah, this is.
It's a very creative word.
Yeah, when we was on the couch.
Yeah.
Just 30 days ago, I said a lot of F words.
That was the first episode in the preseason. This is the season now. Yo, but real life though, like, have you ever been really, like, separated from your parents when you were that young? Like, that's a real life question. Have you ever been separated from your parents that young? And I'm not talking about like you went outside to go play and then that was your choice. You went outside to go play. I'm talking about like you went outside to go play and then they got in the car and left and went to the store and you came back and couldn't get back in the house. So you had to go to like your neighbor's house or your friend's house, and they literally was gone for like 6 hours, and you really was just like, is they coming back or not? Like, does that ever happen to you, man?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Did your parents try to abandon you?
So I'm the only one that happened to?
Yeah. My
Dude,
parents love me, son.
I had to because
Hashtag hagglers don't care.
Because I had to sleep in the car, and then when they had came back home, you know what I'm saying, they thought that I was still at the neighbor house or whatever, like eating dinner or something. And I was like sleeping in the car. And then I walked in the house like 10 o'clock, and they just like, oh, I thought you was gonna stay out all night. I'm like, I was in the car asleep for like 3 hours. Y'all ain't checked the car to see me in the other car sleep.
Oh man, listen.
I guess that's just my childhood. I don't know.
Okay, so
I was
here we
real
go.
life
Let's
scared
go
though. I
to
was
the
like, is
chat.
they not coming back?
Jaquan says, here comes the dawn. Next question is, why is white Jesus worse than Trump though? Wow, somebody can read. I notice and for you Bible thumpers, notice I did not say Jesus. I did not say Yahweh. I said white Jesus. The idea of a white Jesus is going to always be worse than Trump, because you do not trust Trump, but you trust white Jesus, and you let him in your home, and he will poison you. You're going to believe that he's better than yourself. But that's a different topic. You read it, you win it. Tell him what he's won. Absolutely nothing.
He's won a response from Cash.
Yeah. Yo, he's a winner, son. Hold on. You know what? I got something.
I didn't
for
even see
you.
who asked the question.
This is what you want. This is what you want. Hold on. It's coming, son. Where are we at here? Hold on.
Duh. Winning.
There you go. That's what you win, nigga. A sound bite. Good job. Eugene says hashtag F Trump. I don't want to use one of my last 3 F words on you, Eugene. You're a piece of shit for that.
He tried to take one of your.
Yes, he did. He tried to set me up.
I don't know if I got. How many do I get?
Hey,
I still got. I get 2.
Yeah.
Oh, because I'm dark skinned. Y'all don't give the dark dude the same amount of F word.
1 second, Cash. Let me read what Tiger got. Then we gonna go to. We got anyone gets killed is a bad thing. He was young. No one should have to go through that, and our generation don't care. Well, the generation, all they care is for likes, comments. Dude was 20 Whatever he did before, he did also effed up. But this man is dead. People should have more respect for the dead. Yes. Cash, you was about to say something.
I was gonna say you can process your F words through me. I'll just say.
But you got a limit too. We all got limits. Don't waste your F word on me. You already used one, son. You down to 3.
Right.
Listen, let's go back to the couch, man.
Why you want to go back to the couch?
These light-skinned women are giving me a headache.
Oh wow. Hey man, look here.
Listen.
I'm not touching that, man.
Cash, let me get your last words. XXXTENTACION, all the atrocities going on, the rappers getting killed. Everybody's doing it for likes. They're doing it for the gram. Tell me what your last words on that, baby boy.
My last words is there's nothing wrong with trying to establish yourself and a network. But when you do it, make sure you do it with some type of humanity. Don't just try to get likes and clicks and do nothing with it. Have a purpose. Last word.
Nice.
Lit. Here, what's happening?
Man, last word on XXX situation. If you really look at this dude and be like, man, he trash, man, I want to know what was your 20s like. Real life.
I was not shit at the age of 20.
Right.
I'm blessed that y'all let me see these next 15 years so I can get shit straight. I get it. I understand it.
Right.
My last words
That's my last word on that.
You can try not being a piece of shit for 30 days, risk-free. Get all your money back if you don't like it. You understand what I'm saying? You don't have to be an asshole for social media. You can pay it forward. You can tell your kids to love somebody of another race or same sex. You can help out the homeless. You can perform CPR on somebody who's fucking dying to try to save their life without going for likes. And yes, I did an F word. I only have 2.
Oh, man. And did you see Eugene say he wasn't shit till like 2 years ago?
Hey, that's most of us.
Right, man. So, you know, we could have all died young, you know what I'm saying? So let's ease up on little man. He made some mistakes, but still sad, man. He gone.
Yeah.
Where we going?
Where we going at?
Yeah.
Yo.
But topic
is gone.
We talking. And y'all see he didn't give me no cards this week, right? I'm like on restrictions.
Y'all low key see the cards, son? The budget is lit.
But my phone be blowing up temptation.
Kevin's Heart, J. Cole. That's my DJ. Y'all hear my DJ voice?
Yeah. Go ahead.
New shit, J. Cole. Kevin's Heart. Facts out to my nigga Maul. Hashtag FG. Hey, I get to skirt when I want. What?
I'm done with this dude, man.
They should have never gave these niggas money. Listen.
Hey, all a nigga knows how to fuck a good thing up.
Woo, he said it. Not me. It was him.
I got one more left in me.
Hey, it's a party.
Shit in my 20s.
Hey, oh. Yo, I think we having too much fun for this to be a part-time job.
Yeah, man. Should get paid for this.
Yeah, this is too much fun right here.
Cash, we should get paid for this, man.
This is the #1, Charleston's #1 urban video cast, son. Fact check me. And if you want to fact check me, eat a dick. Guess what? They didn't have that in there for words I couldn't say. I'm sure it will be on the list next week.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go, man. I gotta keep them on task, y'all.
Topic number 3. Hey, y'all gonna like this one.
Topic number 3.
Y'all gonna like this one.
Topic
Ladies,
number 3.
add your friends. This is what y'all This is what y'all want. Y'all want to hear what niggas think when it comes to the situation and the shit that you got going on. If your significant other is not pleasing you in the ways that you want to be pleased in the bedroom, is it a green light to be a piece of shit? I mean, to cheat. Sorry. I might have a spoiler alert. You might know my position on this. Cash, the ladies like to hear you talk that shit, son. You gonna talk your shit?
Cash, you got to talk your shit first.
You gonna talk your shit, my nigga?
I might ruin my constituents because
talk that shit.
The way that I respond to this is gonna have y'all looking sideways, but I promise you I'll straighten it out by the end of my statement. Just follow me along this path and this windy roller coaster as I answer this question. Now, if you do not satisfy me sexually, is it okay for me to go find that satisfaction elsewhere? The simple answer to that question is yes. But it's only yes if that's what the base of our relationship is based off of.
Right.
It's just like I base our relationship off of finances. If you can't support me financially, then I'll leave. It's just like you would with any other agreement, like a job. So if that's not what the base of the relationship is, then no. But if that is what the base of our relationship is, then yes. But I do want to say that statistically speaking, you spend more time taking the shit on the toilet than you do having sex. So leaving somebody based off of whether or not they're able to satisfy you sexually is about as impactful as judging somebody based off of how they take their shit. And I ain't never been in a relationship and said, you know what? The way
hold on, man.
Shit just don't please me. So I'm out. I'm out.
Man, did you just compare a bowel movement to a relationship?
Have you ever took a shit before?
Yes, man.
Right. You take a shit every day, don't you?
Twice.
That nigga's regular.
I'm regular.
It's all right. You got colonoscopy coming. But at the end of the day, that's more important. How you take your shits is more important than how you have sex. And if someone is not able to please you sexually and you're not able to give that person that feedback and then show them how to please you sexually, then you suck sexually. Because I definitely had people who, women, I call it the pretty girl effect. And if you don't know what that is, I'll explain it. So pretty girl syndrome is
pretty girl syndrome.
Amazingly attractive woman that a man can't wait to sleep with. And because he's been waiting his whole life to get a piece of that ass, when he finally gets a piece of it, he does all the work. And so you never learn how to throw it back, how to ride, and things of that nature because you being the woman of everyone's dreams, you never had to. So when it's time to meet someone of equal comparison, and it's time for you to throw it back, and I say throw it back, you don't know what I'm talking about. And that's the pretty girl syndrome. So I've had that happen before, and I still have good sex because I know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yo, this just in. Management said that's the last time I could say eat a dick.
Why'd you say it on the mic, though?
Because I'm protesting. But that was very insightful.
Right. Hashtag pretty girl syndrome.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Go ahead, Life.
I feel like if your woman or your significant other is not pleasing you in the bedroom,
right?
You do not tell them that you're not pleasing them in the bedroom. You don't try to work it out. And if it's that important, you then leave them like an adult. Okay? Bottom line. If it's that important to you, get the heck out of here, guys. Leave her, and don't mistreat her. Just talk to her like an adult. Listen,
gotta go.
I like my dick getting sucked from the back. So
what the hell is going on?
If you don't do that, then I'm gone.
Oh,
listen, okay.
My God.
All right, I'm not gonna do it again. They're about to pull the plug. I'm sorry. Oh my Jesus.
We didn't ask for that.
JK, I don't like that. I don't like anything that has to do with me hunched over on my knees.
Bruh.
But they said, oh my damn. Listen, But listen, but if you like something and they don't want to do it and they say they love you, then we need to start negotiating. And if she doesn't want to negotiate, it's time to go.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and take the mic from you right now. It's
your turn, Fridge.
You wildin'. So
I never gave these niggas money.
I feel like there's steps to it, right? All right. So you tell her your freaky needs, right? You guys discuss the freaky needs. You know, either she agrees to it or denies the freaky needs, or he in this matter or this case. And at that point, like he said, you got to be grown and then leave the relationship. I don't really understand the reason to cheat, but if that is who you are and what you do, did you give her those, first 3 steps? Did you tell her? Did you at least tell her that that's what you was looking for? You know what I'm saying? Like you got to let her know this is what I'm looking for. You can't just be like, oh, she don't do what I want, so I'm gone. Nah, you got to tell her. You got to bring it up, right? You got to have the discussion first.
Hashtag Jameer eat ass. Y'all remember the first episode?
Whoa!
Y'all remember the first episode?
Why you do that?
Y'all remember the first episode?
Man.
Yo, who's my real fans at? Who remember the first episode,
we can't talk about sex without y'all talking about me ass, dog. Oh, you know ass, man. Oh, you know ass, man.
Yo.
Hold up. You the one just admit to get.
Nah, I said I was JK, son. I'm not with that shit.
Nah,
Let me say.
Bro.
You don't want to say you had your ass in there, though.
Everybody listen. You made everybody listen to the Booty Bandit album.
Yeah. Talk about Kevin Gates.
Oh, because I really was sitting here like, who's the Booty Bandit?
Hey, listen, Kevin Gates, I like him musically, okay? If David Duke, the ex-Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan, had a song as lit as one of Kevin Gates' songs, I would play it. I'm a music aficionado.
Wow.
This is why y'all tune in. It's just because I think something's wired wrong in my head.
Right. So if you listen to Kevin Gates, does it automatically make you a booty eater?
Absolutely not.
I think it's a podcast, but this is really just documented events.
I think so. I think if you listen to Kevin Gates.
Documented events of what?
Of your insanity.
Absolutely. I'm slowly losing it, and it's on air for y'all's enjoyment. I'm about to call you Gates.
Don't you call me Gates? Nah, brother.
You say if you listen to Gates, you automatically eat ass. With that being said, production, how much longer do we have on this topic? Hold on, waiting for the sign.
What's that?
Let's hear this. Cash. Last words.
Last words. Pretty women, please don't fall into the trap of the pretty girl syndrome. Make sure you throw it back, because there are men like me that will give you feedback during sex, and it's just as annoying as getting feedback during the call. And anyone that has worked at a call center knows how annoying that is. Get your shit together, throw it back, and don't run into those problems.
Oh, man. Instead of me giving the last word, I'm just about to go into the chat really quick. Now, see, y'all got my wife involved in this shit, y'all. Mm-hmm. My wife said, if he do eat ass, it ain't me. Now, why y'all got my wife over here doing this, man?
Get a divorce, Monica. Get a divorce, Monica. He ain't doing you right, boo.
Y'all got my damn wife in here saying if he do, it ain't me. He's out here
eating ass.
Now I'm a serial ass eater.
Hold on. Everybody be quiet.
Y'all got my wife in the chat with this shit. Y'all just made me into a serial ass eater on Facebook Live. Let's go. That's my last word.
Yo, Fridge.
Yeah.
I want to tell you something, man.
What's up?
I really do love your wife's spirit. She's a beautiful person inside and out. And if you out there eating ass on the low and it's not her ass, we gonna fight in the fucking parking lot. I only have one F on that. We're gonna fight in the parking lot, son. Keep that nasty face to yourself, B.
Man, y'all know you know ass, man.
Yo. Hey,
bro, you know
this
ass,
is Charleston's #1 urban video cast right here, and I'm telling you right now, I will fight my co-host in the parking lot, yo, on live.
Man, I don't even know what to say no more,
get Fridge some help, baby.
Y'all need to get me some help for real, man.
He should have thought his sign out better, really.
Yeah, shots at life should have been shots at Fridge. That's all y'all take all day, man. Cash, man, you got my back on this one, man. Tell him about eat no ass, man.
How he supposed to know? This shit just got weirder.
Hold up, man. I don't got nobody got my back. Y'all got my wife in the chat talking shit. Who got my back? You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody here to say, you know what, Fridge never ate my ass. Ain't nobody in the chat to say that. Oh, my wife said we fighting. Okay.
Look, Fridge.
Yeah, man.
When you were saying that when you tell a woman your sexual preferences,
Who's the greatest president?
Your freaky tendencies, and then you said, well, in this situation, a man. Why did you switch that? Because it made it seem like you were telling a man.
Oh, here you go. Now we back to hashtag Fridge Gay.
Back in the closet you go, buddy.
I'm back in the closet. I was changing it, you know, for general purposes. How about that? I didn't say general preference.
Yo, you know what? Guess what?
Yeah, man. Next topic, man.
This shit got to go, man.
This shit ain't had nothing to do with ass eating, man. This shit ain't had nothing to do with ass eating. We were talking about relationships. How we get on ass eating. Because y'all like playing. That's why.
Because you're on the show.
Yeah, facts. Super facts.
Y'all always on that gate shit.
Listen. I'm about to get lit before we go to this, man.
Cash, man. I thought you had my back, brother.
Nah, we done threw the card production.
I'm set. $50 on my head is disrespect.
Disrespect!
So offended that I had to double check.
Double check!
I'ma always take the money over set.
Blah, blah.
Why they need me out the way, what you expect?
They should have never gave these niggas money, man.
Blood and it's cold.
And it's cold.
Bad thing is you should hear this nigga in the headphones.
Hey!
Thankful for the women that I know.
What?
Can't go 50-50
With no hope?
every month.
Okay.
Slow on it.
All right.
Oh, shit.
Like 7 years of doing what I want.
Yeah, we still listen to Drake. Didn't I just tell you if David Duke made a good album? If Donald Trump got bars, he's getting $11.99 from you.
Wow.
Understand me. Hey. Shot set. Oh, wow. Look at you, G. Oh, wow. Fake ass DJ. Oh, production check. Wrap it up. Yo.
Thank you, sir. You know I don't listen to that Drake shit.
Yo. I wonder if y'all know what time it is.
Hey, yo, who man's is this?
When life says we still listen to Drake, he's talking about multiple personalities that exist within himself. He is not including me and Free.
Absolutely. I still listen to Drake, me, King William, Liddy Two Titty, Trill Cosby, all 10 of us in my head still listen to Drake. I listen to any music I want to listen to. It is whose man's is this time, son? No, it is not. I lie. It's the Cash Report.
I wasn't gonna say nothing.
My bad.
I thought, hey, Cash, I really thought he was about to skip your segment. I was like, damn.
Can we edit this out or not?
Or no, nigga, we can't. Let's move forward.
Okay. Well, let's. Oh wow.
Cash.
It's the Hip Hop Report with Cash. Let's go.
Cash, before you do it, man, you gotta take a shot at life, man. You try to skip your whole segment, man.
How y'all feeling? We living a good life. See what I did right there?
GOOD,
Yeah.
baby.
See what I did right there? I'm gonna do it again.
You saw it.
Report. How y'all feeling? I'm feeling good. I'm living a good life.
Yeah.
With that being said, I am feeling good. I'm feeling everything that good music is doing. We just dropped the top 5. I know that Eugene has a problem with that because the song's length is not long enough, but I'm pretty sure that's what she said.
Ooh, hold on, son. You gotta let me know before you do shots fired, man. I could have had the sound bite, but anyway, go ahead.
Yo,
You supposed to be the DJ. You supposed to be ready with that.
You know what I'm saying? I was. Listen, hold on.
You should be ready at all times. All times.
All right, moving forward.
Pusha has dropped his album. Nas has dropped his album. Tiana Taylor, work that pussy, has dropped her album.
Wow.
Kid Cudi has dropped his joint album. Yo,
Kissy go sometimes. Kissy go
my
sometimes.
whole
Feel
fire.
it.
Thanks, management.
What here and there, I spot in Jay-Z album. And here's this the part that makes it great, right? This is how you know good music is on a great one. Because I actually stopped listening to Beyonce and Jay-Z's album to play Tiana Taylor album, and I didn't turn it off. I listened to it all the way through, and then went back to B&J. And that just lets you know how excellent of an album it is, because I'm able to step away from royalty, which is Beyonce and Jay-Z, and listen to this music and understand the level of skill, the level of enjoyment, and the masterful production. Shout out to Ye. Definitely did his thing. Now, they're on their good run, and I like it. And there's two reasons why I like it. One, they did exactly what they said they was going to do. They said, I'm going to drop an album every week, and it's going to be 7 tracks. Nobody had 8. Nobody had 6. Nobody had 10. And nobody dropped on Saturday. So because of that, I give you a 10 out of 10. That's just like when Muhammad Ali said, I'm going to drop him in the 5th round, and niggas got dropped in the 5th round. That's what the fuck just happened. Nobody complained when Mike Tyson knocked people out in the 1st round. You enjoyed the fucking show. So anybody that thinks that it's too short, just enjoy the music. Now, with that being said, after I took a shot to the half of the people in the chat, let's take one more shot. So
whether you're coupled up
XXXTENTACION and his death and what impact it has on the community and this generation. Now, if you are pushing 40, you have no say-so in this generation.
Oh.
Your generation was 2 decades ago.
Hold up. You said when you pushing 40?
When you pushing 40.
Okay.
And I ain't talking about pushing 40. I'm talking about pushing 40 in age.
All right.
If you pushing 40, you have no say-so on this generation. I'm not pushing 40. I'm just making it out of my 2nd decade. So with that being said, I'll say this. XXXTENTACION will go down as the Tupac of this era. And
Oh! My bad.
I'm going to say it again. XXXTENTACION will go down as the Tupac of this era.
The Tupac? The Tupac? You said
he has already had a sexual assault charge.
just like Tupac? Duh.
He has already lived somewhat of a thug life and then turned it around and started doing community projects. And, good things for the community and the people, and speaking out for people of his age about mental health and how the Illuminati might be against him, and if he dies, that he wants to make sure that the life he lives now is a positive impact. Is that not like Tupac?
Like Tupac?
Like Tupac.
Hey, they say you bugging, man.
Tupac Shakur. So, with that being said, I think that it's safe to say that for this generation, XXXTENTACION will live on through unfinished songs, and we will have to listen to it for the next 20 years, and he will slide up the rap charts to spots that he may not have accomplished on the live. That's a shot at Tupac. And
whoa.
Everybody can hit. But I think for a fact the impact is definitely there. And you gotta be batshit crazy if you think that I'm gonna talk about XXXTENTACION in a negative way when we drive the same boat.
What you doing with these sound effects, man?
Yo, Tupac though.
People in the chat saying you sick and something wrong with you. We should turn your mic off.
Sick, turn his mic off. Tupac, really?
that was your hip hop report. But I got a question for the people that's saying he need to turn his mic off. Is he sick in the head? So I hear the similarities that he's talking about though, for real. So Tupac had sexual assault charges in his 20s.
Keep your head up.
This is like XXX. Tupac was the leader of his generation at the time. just like XXX. Now, we, of course, being a little bit older, we don't understand. But if you really think about it, your kids listen to him or your nephews listen to him. So, I mean, he's not too far off with that point right there either. He is the leader of his generation. His music will live on way beyond his death. I get that part too, because we still listen to new Tupac song. Tupac just dropped a new song like 3 weeks ago.
Nah.
Word.
Nah.
Word.
You ugly. You're ugly, and your mother ugly, and your.
I'm about to unplug your phone, man.
Ugly.
I'm unplugged it.
Yo. Listen.
I hear him.
Kids are influenced by him. He had a bad image. He tried to turn around. He got murdered early. He died. He did music. The similarities are parallel. However, our generation, y'all are going to say that he's crazy. XXXTENTACION compared to Tupac. What are you, crazy? He might be.
Hey.
He might be. Holla at Cash in 10 years and tell me if he's wrong when your grandkids is wearing an XXXTENTACION shirt. And by the way, Cash, I am pushing 40, but I am still the shit. But I'm kind of like on your side. So, I mean, I like Dude's music.
Right. I'm just saying, aside from the music in general, the comparisons is actually, I ain't gonna say spot on, but it's pretty close.
I'll say this though, like all bullshit aside, because I know that a lot of people feel like I might be blasphemous or I might be crazy. But think about this for a second. If Tupac died in the first shooting, what would be his legacy?
Okay. Chat, if Tupac died the first time he got shot, what would be his legacy?
I ain't know, man.
He never made it to the West Coast by then. He just got out of jail for a sodomy charge.
Nah. That was after he had shot the police.
Oh, that was after he shot at the police. He didn't get quite a chance to participate in that sodomy yet. And
Tiger, you from New York, so of course you're gonna say fuck Tupac. That wasn't one of my fucks.
It was. What?
All right, so I ain't got no more for the show. Thank you, Tiger.
Yo, with that being said, Cass, it's your hip hop report. Take us home. We moving on.
All right, so finalizing the hip hop report. I say sit back and watch. A lot of people feel like that XXX is not as much of an impact as he really is, and you think that the whole world knows Tupac, but there are still people before, after, and even now that if you say Tupac, they say who? Mainly, most of the people that know XXXTentacion. So, if you don't like what I said, that's cool. Listen to good music, because I probably thought about killing you.
Oh wow, I love it. Okay.
-1. Production said I got -1, so I can't use the F word next show.
Moving right along. Just in case you never heard any of his son's music.
Yo, this song is actually really sad to be called sad. Really listen to what he's talking about.
I feel like,
and I literally didn't play this song until I found out he was dead.
Well, so you need to keep that same energy. Don't play any of it.
Nah, I was trying to figure out who he was. And I listened to his whole album. It was actually straight. So like, yo, it was alright.
Sad to know.
Actually very creative, you know what I'm saying, compared to what other people listen to.
Nah, production not feeling it. Yo, you know what? I just wanted to give y'all a little taste of it. Yo, I'm not going into this next section with this energy, man. Production, you finna be mad at me. But you gonna have to give me 2 minutes.
2 minutes?
You got to give me 2 minutes to do me.
What you finna do?
Yo, you got to give me 2 minutes to do me.
Y'all know it's never safe whenever he says something like that, right? And he's flipping through his phone like he's looking for. I'm not giving him 4 minutes. He has 2. I got you. Y'all see the bounce?
Yeah. Damn, the sign just went down, son. We lit. Fix the sign, friend.
If you're still with us, the whole sign fam.
I already told you that.
The sign don't agree with the music.
Yeah.
You're killing me, Smalls.
I don't know what's going on with this sign, son. All right. Can we edit that out, production? Shouts out to Bridges back. That's his summer body, baby, and he ain't ashamed of it. And his wife said she loves it. Oh, they made back up. Flex on him. By this thing gonna be ripped, he meant his shirt. Yo, cut it. Come have a seat. Whose man's is this?
Hey, yo, Cash, whose man's is this?
Hit me with it.
Hey, man, whose man's is this?
Whose man's is this?
Whose man's is this?
It's the whose man's is this of the week. I couldn't even find this interview from this asshole just now, son. Whose man's is this of the week goes to nobody else than Adonis's granddaddy. Dennis Graham.
Man, next week, man. Hey,
I'm upset.
I'm protesting after this, man. Next week, I don't want to hear nothing but Drake next week. You hear me?
Drake's daddy recently said in an interview that if you women stay home, then you won't get raped.
Not his exact words.
A fucking idiot.
Not his exact words. He said,
and
"Take
I'm
your
all
ass
out
home."
Of fucks just now.
He said, "Take your ass home." That's what he said.
-1.
Take your ass home.
Take your ass home, and I do not agree with that.
And you won't get raped.
Yo, whose man's is this, son? What do you mean, man? So you mean Shorty can't go out and live the life without being obligated to give up vagina and forceful sex? Are you crazy, Adonis's granddaddy?
So we can't go to Whole Foods without getting raped?
Yo.
Is that what he just said?
He said stay home and you won't get raped, son.
He said he wants you to put your orders in at Walmart and then just drop it in and just pick it up.
And for you Dennis Graham.
You might get raped if you get out the car.
You get this right here, son.
You suck, you jackass.
Anyway, whose man's is this of the week is Dennis Graham. If you just now joining us, that is Drake's daddy. Frizz just said we ain't talking about Drake at all next week, but his album drops next week.
Well, fuck it. We're not talking about him next week. Well, I'm not talking about Drake. Y'all can talk about Drake. I'm not talking about Drake next week.
Do you own a daughter child?
Do I own a daughter child?
Do you have a female offspring?
Yes, I do. Firstborn.
Do you think that she should stay home so she doesn't get raped?
I'll put it like this. We kind of touched on this topic a couple episodes ago, and I said if anything was ever to happen to my daughter, they probably would have Idris album played, and it would be like a spinoff of Take It. Like,
I have a special set of skills with dreadlocks.
I got a special set of skills. Anybody that knows me personally know that my morale isn't on par with the rest of society. If something happens to my daughter, I will annihilate every person that shares DNA with me.
All right.
Like mother, daughter, son, unborn child, grandmother. I'm pissing on graves and everything. So, like, be warned. If anything ever happens to my daughter, like, I don't care if you male or female, I don't hit women, but I will smack a bitch behind my daughter. Like, I will. That's my breaking point. Everybody has their line. My line is my daughter. Just like when Drake
winning.
Said, Vanessa Williams, and then all his shit got dragged in the street. I'm the same way. I'm Pusha T with this shit. Like, you say
Surgical Summer.
And anybody, like, it's mafia style. Like, everybody gets it, and anybody that tries to stop me is added to the mix. Like,
really good.
But at the end of the day, I think that to respond to Adonis's grandfather, Yeah, that's stupid. That's stupid. That's super crazy. Like, no, women do not have to stay in the house to not get raped. Case in point, home invasion. Women get raped in their homes. So that doesn't solve the problem. The problem is men thinking that that's the source of or purpose of women. Men think that women are only here to have sex with them on the problem. It's not the other way around.
Yeah.
The victim is never the problem. It's just like saying guns is the problem. Guns are not the problem. The index finger that was pulling the trigger is the problem. And the index finger in this situation is niggas thinking that a woman's purpose is to have sex. And that's not true. Like,
not the case at all.
As soon as Adonis's grandfather and men like him get their head out of their ass and start to think outside of themselves, then they'll be able to do that. But what can I expect from someone who doesn't have a daughter? You know, what can I expect from someone whose son he doesn't even know about his own grandson?
Wowzers.
You know,
so
what can I expect from a guy who gets a Bentley on Grandfather's Day from a son who's not that much of a father? So,
and he still owes child support, according to Aubrey Graham. Listen, production is saying wrap it up.
But all him a Bentley gave him, I don't know if it was purchased or given to him because it was part of the previous fleet, but gave him a Bentley for Father's Day. You give your father a Bentley for Father's Day, and all we heard in your music is how terrible of a father he was. He sounded more like an example of a friend.
We got to give him 2 minutes, y'all. He's in the zone.
He's in the zone right now. Fuck Drake Daddy.
That's from Desiree. Tiger Day says he remind me of LeVar Ball, just the pimp version. He also said Drake's father's a clown. His suits explains his mental and what? Okay, and them suits though. Okay, yeah, his suits are straight from Steve Harvey line of clothing here, son.
And them suits though.
And them suits though.
Let's talk about them suits though.
Listen.
Hey, strongly I feel this dude is crazy. Hey, this dude is crazy, damn, man. Like, has he never watched an episode of Forensic Files? like, yeah, it's dangerous for everybody everywhere, man. You can't just tell somebody go home to not get raped. That's just that's point blank, man. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Like,
everybody should not be allowed to have a microphone in front of them. I know I blurred out some outrageous, stupid shit in my life.
You got me in real tears over here.
But yo, Dennis Graham, you are the Who's Man's This of the Week. We out of here, son. As always, we end this on a positive note.
Yeah.
We end this on a positive note. Go ahead, Jameer. Start us off.
Man, positive note of the week, man. I don't even know, man. We had a bunch of stuff we talked about here on the show, man. So, positive note of the week. I don't got one yet, man. Go somewhere else. I don't got one yet. Y'all still laughing at
Cash,
you,
what's up?
So on a positive note, we talked about this last week, and I just want to make sure we touch on it again because we kind of opened up the conversation about mental health, and I think we need to open up the conversation about emotional health as well because they go hand in hand. And if you can't manage your emotions, then it will start to impact your mind. And some of mismanaged emotions is the root cause behind a lot of mental health issues as well. So make sure you keep your emotions in check. Get out your feelings and get in your bag.
But it's my feelings, though.
That's that petty right there.
But it's my feelings, though.
It's my feelings.
You get in the fucking bag.
Listen, I'll be in my bag with no travel. My positive note is, choose love, man. Don't be an asshole your whole life. Help others. We building a platform. We got a P.O. box coming.
Get out your feelings and get in your bag.
We looking for school supplies, son.
All right.
We having a drive right here. We're looking for school supplies to give to the children. All right? Not everybody has the dope book bag. We got a P.O. box coming to you next week. Please, man, help it out. WMIT community outreach, son. We out here trying to change lives. What did you do with your life today, son? And let's see here real quick.
All right, so
you see it, go ahead, say it.
Seeing as I didn't have a positive message of the week, this one's coming directly from production.
Best production staff in the planet for the
Y'all give it up for production real quick. All right, so we ended on this. If you see a child selling water in the sun, buy it. Was it? They can sell drugs in the shade.
You piece of shit.
Yeah. So if you see a kid selling water, why don't you go ahead and just buy it? Because they in the sun. They could be selling drugs in the shade.
I love it.
Right. That's your positive message, man. If y'all know what we talk about.
No.
Huh?
This nigga said no.
He said no. You ain't about to buy the water, man?
No. You got to market yourself. I'm not just going to buy water because you're doing nothing.
But how about you just don't call the cops, asshole?
Hold up, man. That's a positive message right there.
Like, nah. Because, no. I'm not going to spend my money off of pity just because, oh, well, you're not selling drugs, so you know what? Drug dealers aren't bad.
I don't think you know what happened yet. Do you know what happened?
I got a pitch for you real quick. Hey,
Do you know what happened, though?
You could buy this water or I can break into your house sometime this week. Pick one. So, I don't know if you know that a lady, what do they call her? Patty Patrol or something like that, called police on an 8-year-old black African-American child for selling water in front of somebody's business who condoned it. That just happened yesterday.
That sounds like the barbecue pit lady.
I think she looks identical to her, actually.
Yeah, they actually do look a lot alike.
May I say something to you to give you a true knowledge of yourself?
That's our show, baby. I'm about to vibe for myself for a couple minutes. Y'all can do whatever you want to do.
Wow. When he gets in his mood, y'all.
Don't feel pain anymore. Guess what, babe? I feel free. Uh-oh. Nothing hurts me anymore. Guess what, baby? I feel free. I'm in my bag, baby.
I'm so complete in the mall.
Hey.
He's going to sit here quiet.
I feel free.
Whose man's is this, man? Every Sunday, 4-ish. We appreciate y'all for tuning in, commenting, liking, sharing. I don't got a DJ voice.
Make sure you share this shit, bitches.
Wow.
Charleston's #1 urban video cast. I did the math so you don't have to.
Hey. Thank y'all once again. I'm sitting here with Wilder in life. Get bigger than life. You wilder in life.
I feel free.
Yo, we love y'all, man. Y'all the real ass thrillers, man.
In the box.
I feel free.
Yo, these my brothers, man. This is what we do, man.
I don't feel pain anymore.
All day.
Yes,